Hey, what's up, guys? So, just gonna take you on a tour through the Inconel Armory and or studios, whatever you prefer, and just go over a few things. I was thinking about doing like a review or an unboxing on the new Savior 2.0 gear stand, but I just figured I'd just do a complete like cribs deal. This is a fifth bedroom library in my parents' house. Not too long ago, I was volunteered to become the full-time caregiver for two 85-year-old parents, which I'm absolutely happy to do. These are parents that like gave me everything, a great life, and were extremely hard workers and put us through school, me and my bro. And just to give you an idea who they are, that's dad looking a little light in the loafers there. That little chubby guy's me. There's my mom, and no Radiohead 2012. There's your boy back in about 2015, up top, right above with my daughter. Fucking stud. And me as a little skate grom freshman year in high school. And me and my mom. And so these are the two 85-year-old parents that I now take care of. And again, I'm happy to do so. So if you don't know what full-time caregiving is, it's like instantaneous emergencies that require immediate responses, followed by hours and hours and hours of just chilling. With no one needs you, and then all of a sudden it's a five-alarm fire. So anyway, enough of me. So this is the room I started squatting in, and I'll be here as long as my parents are around, and I'm glad to do it because it's kind of chill, and I love fucking around with guns all day and hanging out with parents and going shooting on the weekends. Oh, I do have a major back surgery coming up. So if you are the kind of person, we're gonna do a little unboxing of those these two jackets. I was just going to do this Kilo SC Irregulars jacket that I got, and then I figured I'd just sort of compare it to the Snug Pack jacket. Just might as well show it next to something, and then I'll tell you what I paid for both. And whoa, Slade, are you out there? Come in, Slade. Anyway, so here's the Savior 2.0 gear stand. It's really dope if you have all your shit just flopped around your room and you want to get it up in one place. And if you've got nice gear and you spend a lot of money on it, you kind of want to floss it. So here, these are the Alti, what do they call, the Alti or Alta somethings shoes, low top. They're actually made to be put in flippers for swimming. And there's the drain hole. So these are actually made to be worn. And I guess apparently word on the streets is that this is a shoe a lot of tier 1 dudes that jump in the water and scuba dive and wear. So, and they're dope and they're not too expensive. But then you've got the Haley Strategic D3 belt. Shout out to Travis Haley, fellow Arizona, Scottsdale dude. And the basic Haley Strategic magazine, pistol and rifle magazine pouches. Let's see, this is the 100 Concepts chem light holder. Pretty cool way to hold your chem lights. Fucking outdoor research gloves. This is a dump pouch by T-Rex Arms. Pretty nice dump pouch, very big and sexy. And let's see, just a 60 something, 62, whatever, with a 1 point of retention, 2. And then I think there's something in here that hits off the light, the weapon light, the Surefire 300, X300. And then this is for a Spartan George V14 dagger, designed by Les George for Spartan blades. I guess it won 2014 Knife of the Year, and I'll show it to you in a second. Here's the collaboration. I think it's North American Rescue and Haley Strategic did an IFAC emergency pouch with all the cool shit you need to stop emergency bleeding, open an airway, did I say stop, like a femoral artery, a severed femoral artery or brachial artery. There's your tourniquet. I have a few of those. Those are always handy. I've actually bled out before and had, I think they gave me 4 blood transfusions, which was an interesting thing. It's weird to wake up intubated with a brachial tube down your throat, feel like you're suffocating, choking off of your own mucus. Although you're not, because there's a machine that's pumping oxygen into your lungs for you, but you feel like you're drowning. And then to learn that all of your blood was draining out of your body, and they needed to give you 4 units of other people's blood. There's your Peltor Comtac 5s with your Peltor boom microphone. All the shit so you can contact or talk to your homies, whisper as you move in on a threat or a target. Obviously noise, electronic noise cancellation. As far as the Savior's tactical gear stand, this is a UF Pro, I think it's the 3rd generation boonie hat, and this is the stand. It's pretty good. I mean, for $130, it's really a good deal. It's super solid. It's got a nice stand. It's got this rifle thing. You can lean your rifle in there. So that's that. And then on we go. Few little camping chairs. This is, like I said, this is my sort of my own little. I try to make it into a studio apartment where I can just kind of, when I'm not saving lives, hanging out with the old folks. I'm back here listening to music, working on builds, whatnot. Large Vault Pelican case. I still need to custom make the foam inserts. I have all the product to do it. There's a AR500 Caldwell steel target, or I guess it would be a target. The Caldwell base plates, or not base plates, but stands or whatever, the 2x4s that lock into the spring. See, I can't see it. I'll show you on the other. There it is. With the spring hanger. So the way that these things work is when a bullet comes in, it allows them to. The bullet comes in. They sort of rock back and forth, so that the bullet doesn't send spalding, hot molten metal back at people. Instead, it hits it and then it angles down. There's another little 8x8 AR 3/8 inch AR 500 ballistic steel. You can see it's rated to take all pistol rounds up to 45 mag, 9mm, 22 long rifle, everything else, 45, 40 caliber, you name it, 10mm, 12 gauge buckshot. And let's see, what do I have hanging on here? I have a Cry Precision backpack. It's like a rucksack. A Cry Precision like a range belt with my Kydex holster for my staccato, when my staccato has the Underworld Arms single port comp. A Grey Ghost shoulder bag. It's where you can, if you're carrying, I bought this to carry like full-size pistols, like when I'm going on the road and I'm I want to carry in a bag instead of like in the waistband, and I'm doing like driving and stuff and I'm in the car a lot. I'll just carry a full-size pistol and then keep it in a it goes like cross shoulder, cross chest. It's made by Grey Ghost. It's got like a holster, magazine, sort of Velcro retention straps. And another pair, these are mechanics gloves. What else? The leather holster for the that same dagger. And a Cry Precision boonie hat. And a Cry, okay, so that's whatever. Just had to get some shit out of the way. A few skateboards. Before I had my back surgery, ruined my back. Or not ruined my back, but I had a back injury, and over time the discs will deteriorate. After you've had like a couple of herniated discs and bulging discs, they just become weak and will eventually deteriorate, and you have to get artificial discs and then have titanium rods that fuse your spine immobile from joint to joint. So these are a couple little camping tables, very small, just whatever. Another camping chair made by Rome, very great. I ordered another one in brown that's coming, but they're waiting to get it back stocked. You guys have seen the my Pride and Joy Spear LT 11.5 inch MCX with all the bells and whistles. This is like my buy once, cry once, spare no expense build, where I literally bought everything that I wanted. Everything, Geissele trigger, just everything has been switched out. All the flat dark earth, deflector, forward assist, dust cover, the concentric spring, whatever, magazine release, Parker Mountain Machine anodized flat dark earth aluminum, magwell, PMag 3 extension, the bad lever. Actually, a lot of people are like, oh, that's redundant, you don't need it, but it actually is a lot nicer to be able to just sit there and just drop the bolt or hold it open even without taking your finger out of the trigger well. Because I was always taught when finger goes out of the trigger well, gun goes on safety. But if I that's something I don't need to do, then I don't need to throw it on safety. And G10 M-Lock slot cover by Rail Scales, regular defense. Unity, Fast, Omni, mount for the G14, or I'm sorry, G43, which is the compact 3-powered magnifier. EOTech EXPS3/0, it's a circle dot reticle. Same with the Unity riser. Mini Scout Light Pro Turbo, blah blah blah. That's a SOCOM SP2, not an RC2 but an SP2. So, but anyway, I love this rifle. It was like my dream sort of build. Wanted to do the 50 Shades of Flat Dark Earth, and so I did. And this is just my lots of boxes and containers for a lot of the shit. Lots of the EOTech, the Unity. Oh, this is a nice little surprise. Go back a century or two to 1873, and you got a Colt single action Army 45. It's a very nice, very smooth gun. Pearl handle grips. Beautiful one. And then, let's see, got the EXPS30s. There's another one with the newer packaging. Another EOTech, I think that's the G43. Or maybe that's the second EXPS30. There's the G43 magnifier. And then here's the Unity fast mounts, boom boom. One's for black, or one's for the black, one's for the flat dark earth. If you see up there on that SP5, or I'm sorry, yeah, MP5, you know, HK MP5, but SP5 civilian. There's a black EOTech holographic sight with the G43, and the other one's on my rifle that I just showed you. And here's the mounts, the Unity mounts for those. So all this shit back in. Somehow it never stacks back in right. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so, and then aim point. This is for a Comp M5. Actually, wait, where is that? Oh, it's on the Rattler middle rifle. It's a EOTech or aim point Comp M5. I have a MRO on a Reptilia. I think it's a .93 over bore mount on the irregular defense. What's it called? The what was it? The OMM mount, and it's basically got like where you can put sort of these longer things either out the front or the back. This is the sort of the shorter one, there's the mid one, and this is the longer one. Anyway, regular defense. It's I like the Unity stuff, to be honest with you, better. I just bought it just because a while ago when it first came out. The Surefire suppressor, whatchamacallit, boxes with all the all the government numbers and whatnot. There's the trigger for the MCX trigger that's in my Super Dynamic 3 gun. These are my knife boxes, my Protex, Microtex, for one Microtech. Oh, these are all for Trigicons, 3 SROs for my pistols, and one, oh, let's go back to the aim point. Aim point, Comp M5, and then a couple aim point Acro P2s. One of them is on this G17 USW conversion chassis by B&T. It's a Swedish company, and anyway, so it's a chassis that you can put a pistol in. This one holds a Glock 17, which is the full size Glock pistol. And anyway, that's the optic I have on it, an Acro 2.5 MOA. I think they're all that, actually. The A3 Tactical hand stop and vertical foregrip. But this thing is really nice way to get an extra 100 yards out of your accuracy for a pistol. Makes a great sub gun or a truck gun. You know, this is nice to have. It's a surefire modular suppressor that can be run in 2 configurations. A 5.9 inch that goes to here, 5.9 inch 3 baffle configuration, or a 7.9 inch 6 baffle configuration. So believe it or not, there's 3 really small baffles in this last 2 inches, and then 3 big fat baffles up here. But so that's a titanium tube. So it's a very light and very good 9mm suppressor. Okay, so these are my aim points. My aim point Comp M5, and then both of the Acro P2s. Those are the Trigicon SROs for pistols. I have them on my 6-hour P226, and then on both of my Zev OZ9 compact, full size, 4-inch barrel, 4-inch slide. It's the same scale as a Glock 17, and then my they both have the compact frame, like serialized internal steel frame. If you know anything about the, well, I'll get to it in a second. But SROs are on my Zevs and my SIG. And then these are knife boxes. One's I don't want to think about it right now. One's an Ultratech Zero Blade Pay ZBT Hellhound with a apocalyptic finish. The other one is the what's it called? The Signature Series is the it's another Hellhound blade cut. The shit. God, I haven't fucking studying on my knives recently. But it's the Combat Trudon or Trodon or whatever. And so that's those two. It's the blade that makes it Signature Series. And then the Protec, a knife designed by Bob Tuazola or something. So these are my knife boxes. The titanium cold steel is a really nice, very, very sharp knife. If you've watched some of my knife unboxings, even the ones that did involve this guy, this little bastard cut me up good on several videos. And then different stocks that I've bought for the MCX spear. I guess I have 2 MCXs, so I can use them on both. But just because, you know, I love this rifle so much that there was no point in buying a second one. However, I have been thinking about building out a new 11.5-inch Knights armament. Seeing it like the flat dark earth deal. Anyway, so and so I just figured if I wanted to get the sort of that thrill of buying something new, I could just throw on a new stock, and you get the sort of that endorphin dump that comes with buying shit. There's the loaded spring hanger. You see how it works, right? And so bullet comes in, and you see how it does that, and then you get like a really good sound, like, except it goes clang, and you can hear it way farther than you can see it. Sometimes, like, if you're hitting it like, you know, over 1,000 yards, you shoot and you wait like 2 seconds, and then you hear like ding. So it's pretty sweet. This is where I just keep a lot of like shit, batteries, and spare like, you know, Surefire pressure pads and mounts, old just everything, you know, like when I have a mod light or a Surefire clicky button thingy, and it comes off because I'm running a pressure pad. These come off, and then they just go in here, and then you find out they're like $60 if you sold them each. But I'm such a pain in the ass to sell shit online, so I just store up on this shit, or just, you know, whatever. I was thinking, man, I would love to start I have a lot of stuff that I could give away for tons of different. You know, obviously my channel's not sponsored. I don't get free shit from like companies. This is a Haley Strategic flat pack. It's got a level 3 plate. Great to send your kid to school with if there's ever like a mass shooting. Have him, depending on where the thread is, either wear it over his chest or over his back and run the other way. As he runs the other way, have him put it on his back. If he has to run towards the threat, have him throw it across his chest. So anyway, there's the it's called the Flat Pack by Haley Strategic. They sell 2 sizes. This is the bigger one, and it's made with like where these zippers basically just give it extra like open up space. Let's see, a little scale for when I'm pushing keys. No, just kidding. When I'm, you know, weighing parts up for a rifle, you just try to cut as much weight off as you possibly can. Pair of Louis sunglasses that, like, you see some of the people in Hollywood wear. They're so proud of these. And then, but whatever. I've worn them in some videos, you've seen them. A little jade incense burner, a couple Custom Works, the Sig Sauer custom armory. You know, both this gun, the Sig Sauer XL P365 Spectre comp that has the gold nitride barrel, trigger, and a milled in compensator into the slide. That's a Custom Works gun, and so is the this gun. And the reason is because they do like a $1,000 multi-cam Cerakote paint job on your gun for a couple $100 extra buying the Custom Works version. Okay, oh, knife collection. Hello. Lots of green tips. And now we are at let's see, the C123A batteries. I've got a little pouch of those. A Geissele Surefire suppressor guide rod, like a bore alignment rod. It's made by Geissele. This thing will tell you if your suppressor's on straight, so you don't wind up getting a baffle strike and ruining your $1,500 purchase. And then up the knife ladder we go, starting with the Spartan blades, Spartan George V14, G10 composite grips in a flat dark earth, or I'm sorry, OD green, and then the flat dark earth, whatever the treatment is called. I think it's nitride, flat dark earth nitride. It's a MagnaCut steel, or like I forgot what it's called, like V35 or something. Actually, it might even, oh no, it's MagnaCut, which is like a really hardcore steel that's stays sharp for a long time. So just one solid piece of steel running all the way down. You're not breaking that tip. And then on up the ladder we go. And out the front. That's the Microtech Scarab. Here's the Combat Troodon. I love this one, dude. That's the Hellhound blade. There's the sharp bastard that cuts my hand every time I fuck with it. It's a beautiful, like, stonewash, what's it called? Drop point, drop point blade. Let's see if I can not kill myself doing this. This is not an automatic knife. You have to use the little thumb stud. God, I have dip. This is all chewing tobacco shit all over my hands. I try to scrub my nails because whenever I put my fingers on camera, dude, they look hella dirty from chewing. Let's see. Throwing in a left-handed dip. Look at how stained your fingers get. You have to really like scrub them with I have a brush. Pro Cut. This is the only one that's not a like a stiletto, out the front stiletto. This is called a hold it. This is like a switchblade, dude. This is like a out the side, or it's whatever, I forgot what it's called. Helen gnarly. And then another similar deal as this one, boom, except a half-inch shorter, a little lighter, but just so beautiful. And like hella good, like, I mean, everything is made in like CNC machines using computer programs and, you know, water jets and lasers. That's why these things are so fucking expensive, dude. Same with guns. It's actually surprising that they're as cheap as they are. You know, like when you spend, I saw a thing the other day on Trigicon, believe it or not, and it just showed them doing like how they make just this housing, and they were showing the MROs, and after it goes through the machine and like a laser literally like removes all the stuff, then it goes into another machine that takes off like all the hard edges, the burr, steel, and it goes through all these different programs, and when it's done, you're like, you know, like I think this thing retails for like $750. But good God, dude, it spends a day in a machine, like a several $1 million machine that can only work on it. You know what I mean? So it's no wonder that like shit's expensive. What else? Oh, Reptilia. I showed you one that's holding that thing up. I have another one that's holding up the Got Comp M5, right? In black. This one's, and that's like the, I think the 2.26 or 2.24 inch height over bore. So what was I talking about? Okay, so that's the Aimpoint Comp M5. There's the, and they're on Reptilia mounts. Here's the, I bought this from T-Rex Arms. This is the Oakley Ballistics eye protection. You can't fucking with your eyes, guys. Don't skimp out on eye protection. This has got both the this has got, I mean, this will take like literally a fucking hammer fired at it, you know, at 200 miles an hour and not shatter this glass. So if you had like some squib load blow up in your rifle and completely blow your bullet carrier group, your barrel apart, and it sent a piece of metal like blowing back in your eye, these things will actually stop it. And I've got the not only the clear, which I like to shoot in clear. I don't like having any shade when I'm dealing with firearms and whatnot, even when it's a sunny day. Okay. See if I can get this fucking in. Sorry guys, I'm having to hold it with one hand and satisfy my OCD of cleaning stuff immediately after I use it. I'm not the kind of person that like does dishes or cooks a meal and then leaves the dishes until after I eat. I like clean as I go, and I just can't can't force myself to eat and then come back and clean it after I'm fat and happy. So I'm just becoming, I used to cook professionally, by the way. So cleaning and cooking at the same, while you're doing the same thing, is, it's an art form, but it takes practice. Okay, lots of ammunition for, these are all, like for my, my gun cases. Two rifle bags for those two, right? The big one over there for this bad boy, and then all the pistols. Okay, here we have a belt with a Safariland holster that actually has a retention for, if you see this, this is a special holster that interfaces with the XVL2 IRC infrared laser, white light, infrared, and so yeah, so that fits that. Gone. It's in a Zev Technologies OZ9. C stands for, they have two different sized steel frames that you build these guns around. So you have a steel frame that has the trigger. It's the part that's serialized that you have to pass a government NICS background check to buy. Felons can't own it, but you can order this shit that fits, that you fit the trigger into. Right, so this is the full-time grip module. This is the sort of the Glock 17, the miniature, or the smaller compact. Okay, here's a larger size. It's called the X grip when it's larger. So that's an X grip, but this is a machined, CNC machined anodized aluminum. Here's the actually this is a compact too. So I guess it's up here. So I have the full size on grip module on the compact slide, which would make this like a 19X, a Glock 19X, or wait, a Glock 32? I forgot. Somebody throw it in the comments. Whatever the full size extent, or full size grip with the compact trigger. I mean, not trigger. Compact slide barrel, right? And so if it's not a threaded barrel, you lose that 1/2 inch. A Glock 19 has a 3.5 inch barrel and the appropriate slide to fix it. A Glock 17 that's not threaded, so if it is threaded, it's 4.5 inches. If it's not threaded, it would be a 4-inch. Glock 17 has the 4-inch barrel, and then the extra long fucking slide to fit it. So this is configured in a traditional Glock 17 style, which is the full-size Glock. This is set up in their traditional Glock 19, because it's got the longer full-size grip, and then it's even got the +5 magazine extension. So this thing is holding, I think, 23 bullets in a pistol. And then there's the staccato. That's the PX series with a black nitride barrel. It's got the cutaways, the window cuts, which are, I guess, the X series cuts, which deal with a little bit of weight, a little bit of temperature reduction, but mainly weight. Again, the Aimpoint Acro P2, I think it's 2 or 3.5, 2.5, wait, 2.5 or 3.5 MOA. It's been a minute. Oh, 2.5, wait, 3.5? Yeah, 3.5. The like incredibly proven, battlefield tested 6-hour P226. You've heard a lot of shit about the 320 firing going off by itself. That Antifa ICE agitator moron idiot, he had a 6-hour P320, which are the guns that have been rumored to go off without a trigger pull. Something within the design or something about the way people are, something is causing these things to fire. Depending if you're the person that carries a gun that's cocked and ready to go, which most people do. A lot of people don't. They feel that they have the extra half second to rack the slide back, strip a bullet off the top of the magazine and slam it into the barrel, so that it's in battery, and then they can shoot, and then it continues to cycle until the magazine's out. Now, if you don't carry with one in the chamber, then that's not, you don't have to worry about it, because your pistol is never cocked back with the bullet ready to fly. But if you are that type of person, which most experienced gun owners are, because they're just experienced and they know that guns don't shoot themselves, but apparently something about these SIGs do. But not when it comes to the 6-hour P226. This is a totally different gun. This is a double action, almost like a 1911 or 2011, a lot like the staccato, right? It's got the, it's hammer fired, right? So it's got the, not only the hammer fire, but it's got a decocker, right? So you can, God, I can't, shit's hard to do with one hand. Anyway, so let's say you cock it. You can just hit this button and it will decock it. just pull this down. Apparently to win the SEAL team contract or the MARSOC or whatever the military tier 1 or special operations contract was, they needed to have a gun that had a secondary way to decock the gun. Because a lot of people, like if you don't have a decocker, and let's say it's cocked back, right? Wish I could do this, and I can't do it. I can't put it down and still keep it and show you what I mean. But if you pull the slide back, it will leave this back like that, right? Now, in order to, if you don't have a decocker, you have to, and like a lot of cops when they come into the station, you know, they have to take the bullet out of the chamber. And so what they try to do is they'll try to hold the trigger down and then pull the trigger and then let this ride up slowly on their thumb. However, it can get away from you, and if it does, it will fire your gun. So instead of doing that, what they do is they just figure they just have a decocker, and that just decocks it. There's your SRO aiming device. On these guys, I have them in the JagerWorks steel sort of housing. You know, if there's one Trigicon aiming device that's is not sort of known for its like durability, it's the SRO. Everything else is like they're fucking tanks. But because these things have such big windows and like a big they've somehow a few people break them, you know, like a lot of people will rack their pistols, like if they're in a pinch, they'll rack it off the edge of they'll slam it. And you know, if you don't have a steel cage basically around it that sticks out slightly, giving it that sort of a little bit of like space going around, so it completely protects it. So there's the two Zevs, OZ9s. They're both the Elite. The Elite means that they have that sort of engraved barrel with all the fancy shit, and then same with the slide. So they're not duty, they're not whatever they are. These are the Elite. This is the Elite Compact, and this is the Elite full size SCXL OZ9C Elites. Boom, boom. There's the Staccato P X series with the Underworld arms, single port. It's called the Cyclops compensator. It really does shoot exactly like an XC. And for an additional $150 as opposed to $1,400 extra bucks to jump from the Staccato P X series to the Staccato XC, it's about a $1,400 difference. But when you put this on, it only costs $150, and it essentially looks the exact same. And it performs the exact same as far as mitigation of muzzle rise, muzzle flip. Okay, some ammunition, carry ammunition, just some hollow point shit, lightweight stuff I've just have tried and whatnot, whatever. Lots of different magazines, all magazines. An old MP5 flat or straight. There's this the 6-hour MCX Rattler, Surefire RC2, the Mod Light PLV2. The button is the Unity hot button. Those no longer are made. Those things at their height, like when they first came out, were like $400, dude. I got them on sale after they decided to discontinue them, and they were selling them from, I think, what's that one company? Arasaka. Arasaka was selling them for like $99 on sale to clearance. So I got two of them. One that fits a light, and the other one, this one, fits the end gall. It's got the end gall, whatchamacallit, input into the laser. And, you know, it's anodized aluminum. It's a nice button. It's just a beautiful deal. Anyway, keep coming back to that guy because he is the fucking bee's knees. Rattler. And I've went over this shit before. Regular defense, special K grip, 6 hours, multicam Cerakote version that was done sort of to go with this rifle that's Cerakote multicam. The regular defense Fear cheek riser for the 6 hour MCX MPX folding stock, minimalistic folding stock. I think that's the technical word. Burn proof gear, BPG. On this guy, I've got the cream of the crop suppressor cover. It's Liberty Defense. And it costs a lot of money, but definitely worth it. Like, definitely worth it. This is a great second option. This is the burn proof gear. It doesn't come with the this shit already connected to the outside Teflon. So this is just one solid piece. All this shit is like completely burn proof. This thing will turn up like turn red hot, which is why when they paint this shit in Cerakote, because Cerakote is made of ceramic dust. It's like with, you know, paint, like the paint colors or dyes or whatever, but the paint itself is made from ceramic, which is why it can get up to thousands of degrees. The entire suppressor can turn glowing red, and when it finally cools down, it's not all charred off. It's the same color. It does not hurt Cerakote. Same with this suppressor cover, but it also costs, you know, $380, and this guy is a good $150, so you can buy a couple of these. But I would probably just get that guy, just because. And then the 6 hour XL P365 Spectre Comp. This is the Custom Works version. There's the Custom Works grip module with the laser stippling. The XC or XSC weapon light. That's a sort of a chargeable light made by Surefire. XSC specifically for the P365. And the MP5 with the BNT ultra light, what's it called? Forward handguard or handguard with the 1911, or is it 1911? Yeah, 1911 or 1913. What's it called? God, I can't. This video is starting to take too long. I want to say staccato now all of a sudden, but whatever the fucking the rail is, whatever. There's a BNT folding UMP style stock. Same thing, BNT front handguard, I guess. BNT collapsible stock. Again, the EOTech EXPS3/0 dot donut reticle with the G43 compact magnifier on the Unity mount, an HRT HRAC plate carrier with the first spear tubes, blah blah blah. It's got the zip-on HRT H2O zip-on back panel, which is like basically it's the black version of the back panel that I have over on the Cry that is made by Cry Precision. Okay, and so here we go. Getting to the Kilo / SC Irregulars. This is a great coat. But it is like, if you haven't looked at the other one first, you think, okay, this is a really heavy duty, like warm jacket, and it would be great. But if you started getting into like serious, below, you know, like below zero, if you started getting to like the serious, fighting out, and you're out in the snow for, you know, days or hours or whatever, this might cut it. But again, it's a sort of a box length. It probably ends right at the belt. Got these beautiful big pull tabs, right? These big YKK zippers. Big zip-on hood. It's really a nice jacket. I think it was only $270, right? And which is amazing because if you know anything about these, they triple in price once they go out of. They become impossible to find. So they've got the Velcro deals on the wrist. They've got these sort of elastic, you know, the whatever pull them in, and would keep any sort of snow from going up under your jacket. And that's about it. See if I can rip it down. What's going on? Yeah, just a very nice jacket. And you know, for a couple, you know, if this is a Arc'teryx or I guess not North Face, but if this is like Cry Precision, this thing is a couple or you know, $1,200, $800, something like that. So 270 is pretty good, especially because it's like a product that's made by one of these sort of bougie Gucci Glock, you know, that all the cool kids get their shit from. You know, they get their you know what I mean, the collab with the SC Irregulars and with Warm Fuzzy, and you know what I mean, like the Pharaoh concepts, the Spirit is like, and then you have all the Jump Out boys that sort of give it credit, give the wearing the Hawaiian shirts with the Vans and the, you know what I mean. So it's actually priced well, considering that's the target demographic that usually goes for these. Now this jacket is absolutely insane. This comes from a company called Snugpak. If you don't know who they are, they're a European company that has a lot of contracts for like countries that are like Western allies, are NATO allies in Europe. So Germany, Spain, all the different are NATO allies that live in cold weather. They wear this company called Snugpak. There's a website that it's called, you know, I think you guys know it's called the Shop app. And at the end of the season, you can find some great deals. Well, like, you know, I found, this is a great, whatchamacallit, balaclava by Outdoor Research. This one fits the best. I have one by them, just a sort of a cheapie, and then one by Arc'teryx. This thing fits like crap. Just backed up on socks. Lots of another pair of Cry Gen 4s. Here's the knee pads. I haven't even busted those out yet. Arc'teryx hat. Man, combat shirts. I think Gen 3 Cry Precision. Cry Gen 4s pants that have the knee slots. Right. Fits right in there. These bad boys fit right in there. Anyway, where I get most of my Cry stuff, I got it from Tactical Distributors. It's called Tactis. Oh, Pharaoh hat. I usually get stuff like, what the thing is like, I'll get stuff on sale. I just bought these. These were like $30 a pair, same price as like Darn Tough. These are called like Farm to Feet or something, but the same deal, like super dope. I found them on sale for $12 a pair, like clearance out of Sportsman's Warehouse. So I picked up 5 pair, and just to have, you know, when you have a $30 pair of socks, you know that they last for fucking a long time. Like you can beat them up. I bought 2 pair of those Kilo, that frog skin, these shorts. Once Kilo goes live, boys, you guys gotta jump on it. A couple of those shirts. Oh, that's the other thing too. More Cry. Try your eyes out, fellas and ladies. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, so a lot of this stuff. There's another company called what they called clothing. I forgot. But it's basically the same prices when it's full priced for like combat pants, combat shirts. But when at the end of this season, their combat shirts will like drop from like $350 to $400 down to like $150 to $175. Same with the pants. You can get the pants instead of $350 to $400. They drop them down to like $150. So this is the jacket. So this was originally $800 or $900. If it was a Cry Precision jacket like this, it would be $1,200-$1,300. And I'll show you why. It's a lot thicker and meatier than the Kilo. You can kind of see. First of all, you can just see, just like even in the stitching, like around the pockets. Look how thick, just this, having that stitching right there makes it like almost like a tube. It's so thick. YKK zippers with legit pull tabs, air vents, same sort of gathered at the wrists, right. Here's both of these have hoods that completely zip off. Let's see. Yeah, again, it's like, it's called Snug Pack, like super on the DL, right? Snug Pack. It's like, you guys might want to rethink your fucking, your branding. Then, Snug Pack, like, you could have gotten done a lot more with your shit. Oh, this one has a really nice, like, around the neck, like this very soft, like a fleece. Keeps it super warm, very comfortable. Again, lots of pockets, very thick and very. And the other thing too is like the other one has that sort of boxy. Hold on, I gotta do this. God damn it, my hate when the zipper like goes up on the piece of cloth when you have like really thick. Hold on. Don't take off, guys. This is a, you know what? I know how to edit this shit now. I'll put in like a little something. Maybe Renee Good getting purple one in the face. Has a little bit of, okay. So, but you can see it's got that extra longer deal, right? It's got that sort of tail drop. You could put a plate carrier on, and this thing would fully cover it, and keep it completely. You know, like you could zip it up, right? So there, that is. Two great coats. Oh, I think I told you I paid $210 for this on sale, dude. How fucking amazing is that for this thing? $210. There's the branding. Snug pack. Snug. Is that like a? It's like a. Is that a ram or like a snail? Like snug, snail, snug. Huh. Interesting. Crazy. So anyway, okay guys, so you've been in the armory. Again, this is just sort of where I call home. And I just sort of made it my, like, you know, like any kid has a dream of being, you know, not being married and being able to make their house like surrounded by all their cool shit. And I'm sort of living that life. Guns and all, whatever. Oh, here's this is the flat zip-on panel pack, cry. I got it from Tactical Distributors, because those are very hard to find. I'm sure if anybody with a JPC 2.0 plate carrier knows that, like, all the accessories, the magazine placards, the different pouches, the back panels, zip-on back panels, the extra shoulder padding. Shit's all hard to find, dude. These are B's combat systems, skeletonized cummerbund with the first spear tubes, quick release, quick attachment, so you're not like having to rip a full plate of Velcro every time you take your plate carrier off. Yeah. Oh, somebody asked in a video the other day about these shoes. These are made by Reebok. They're called like the Float Ride. Extremely light. Made by Reebok. They have military contracts. It's got a carbon fiber toe. It ends like right there, so probably you could drive a car over it and it wouldn't break. But you could definitely, you know, take some punishment, right, without your toes getting smashed. Anyway, they're called the Float Rides. It's sort of the same digi camouflage. That's in that jacket. Okay. What else? Oh, you know, things I collect. Also, I collect skateboard decks. These are all signed by like legendary pros. Jamie Thomas, Chris Cole, the skate punk band JFA, Jodie Foster's Army, Brian Brannon, Michael Cornelius, Bam, R.I.P. Bam, different skateboards, tons of skate wheels back there, a big pile of skate wheels. And then shoes. Those two wooden containers are all Nike SBs, filled with really rare Nikes. Any shoe collectors out there? Any what do you call what do they call the hype beasts? Anybody know what they're looking at here? Anyway, if you know what you're looking at, you're probably like shitting your pants. Yeah, you'd be right to do so. So, yeah, I'd like to collect cool stuff. And for people that don't know, let's see if there's a label. What? What? Air Yeezys? Damn. Those are when he was with Nike, before he went to Adidas and was able to do an Air Yeezy deal. He didn't have to do the Nike deal. I was bummed because I really, when that whole thing was going down, he was trying to get that contract for to do the Nike deal. He had a pair called what were they called? The red, not infrared. It's like that. It's not solar red. It's goddamn. But they're like red everything, complete monochromatic red soles, red laces, red everything. Everything, just all red, and they're so beautiful with that back, sort of that heel that has that sort of wavy deal to it. But okay, guys, that's about it. So there you go. All kinds of cool shit. You know, you didn't think you'd get fucking Billy the Kid in this tour of the Inconel YouTube studios, right? Where it's made. Oh, just to let you guys know, like I said, having a back surgery. It's a 10-hour surgery. It's gonna completely get me back running and gunning. And once I'm back having myself back, I'll be pumping out like 3 to 4 videos a week. You know, like, you know, doing ballistics tests and testing different rifles and whatnot out at the in the Arizona deserts outside Phoenix, Scottsdale, Paradise Valley. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And from the Copper State, I am over and out. Peace.